Alright, we're going to be giving this thing here a shot. What I've got here is my first attempt. I say attempt because we're going to see just how this thing flies and how I'm able to fly it. It's my first attempt at a racing rig. So what I have here is a Win5 with a mini Sparrow, CLRacing version 1 flight controller, an all-in-one Racerstar ESC, and a TBS Unify Pro Race Edition with an XSR stuck on top because I ran out of room inside. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm actually a little nervous because I've never flown anything like this, and I figured if I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it right. So I even went ahead and put some 51, 52 props on here, and we are just going to run this thing and see what happens. Let's see if I can chop my arms off. That's a pretty good sign. She's a little cockeyed with the battery, but I'm not going to worry about that too much. Oh my God. Holy crap, this thing hovers way too easy. Way too easy. Let's wait for the mailman to pass. Holy crapola. When I say I went balls to the wall, not only did I just put aggressive props on there and decided we'd see what happened. See, I'm running about a 40-degree up tilt, and to boot, I went ahead and disabled all the filters, PT1, all that with no testing, so we'll see what happens. I did try to get the DVR running. I have one of those external Eachine Pro DVR things and could not get it to fire up, so I'm just going to leave this GoPro running, and maybe you can see a couple passes as I'm trying to completely break this thing. Oh my God, it's a lot of up tilt. Wow, this thing hovers so easy. Sounds like an angry bee. Oh my Lord. Ooh, that's so weird. It's so weird for me. Motor's running cold as hell. Stock PIDs. And that thing just flies so easy. I'm going to do something really stupid. I'm going to turn up the up tilt even more. I'd say that's probably a pretty close 35 degrees. Or 45 degrees. Alright. Oh my God, looking straight up at the sky. Alright, interesting. It's flying really good. Does need a little tuning, but that's to be expected. I'm not so worried about that. But, holy crap, this thing's fast. I'm going to turn it. I'm going to run it up and down the street a couple times. It's really weird for me to fly this because roll is like yaw. Yaw is like roll. A little bit. It's like I do most of my turning with roll with this, not yaw. Ooh, very weird. It's like looking straight up at the sky. I don't even know what to think about this. I'm a big fan of securing my batteries. And when I mean securing, even the plugs, because it's nothing like going through a crash and having this thing unplug itself. and then you have nothing to go off of. So I even a lot of times secure my connections, put it underneath the battery strap, just so there's a little bit of insurance to help keep this thing powered on. Turn that up, tilt down, that's just nuts. There, that's better. At least I have some point of reference there. Oh my God, I can't even keep this thing down. Roll. It's one of those ketchup class rigs. That was 50%. Let's see something. Wow! Holy crap. I've got to at least try to get the GoPro on here. This thing is a beast. I've never flown anything like this. I wasn't too worried about not having a spot for the GoPro, because frankly I don't plan on using the GoPro on this. It's meant for racing. I want it to be geared for racing. But wow, it's just incredible. Needless to say, I am going to need a wide open field to really get comfortable with this. It's so different flying this versus a freestyle rig. There's just no comparison between the two. Everything's different. The way it flies, the amount of power, just raw power it has, and these aren't even huge motors, they're just 206s. But it has so much power. This thing's only rocking 206s, but it has so much power. 2206, 2600 kV, Sumax motors. Got these from Nick over at the Drone Logic for, I don't even know the price. You head on over to www.thedronelogic.com and check them out. But these are Sumax's budget motors. These are not like the Innovations or anything higher tier. These are just bottom of the barrel as far as Sumax is concerned. Bottom of the barrel motors. And they run great. They sound really good too. I really think I need to bring my P's either up or down. I don't know. It's responsive. It's plenty responsive. So I can't imagine they need to go up, but I'm getting some twitches. And so I guess now I get to work on tuning, which is where I'm super weak, because I just don't know that much about it. I can get a pretty rough tune. When I say pretty rough, I can get a pretty good tune after a couple of sessions. Probably about 6 or 8 batteries, but just incredible. Alright guys, well thanks for coming along on this. I mean, this was the Maiden. The very first time I spun it up with props on outside of the house, other than to check motor direction. You were here with me. First 2 packs, a little cold, so I'm going to head inside. But this is very exciting, interesting territory for me, and I hope you guys will join me on my racing journey. Happy crashing.